Okay, so today what we are going to cover is how to boost our immunity, right? Then
Yeah.
weight management tips and tricks,
Yes.
something about yoga and exercise, and also then we want you all to know that just relying on Google is not sufficient. You have to ask the experts, right? Okay, so
Correct.
Farida Ben, let's start. We have many people who have joined in. We have 36 people who are viewing this live right now. 37.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with immunity. So we hear everywhere that for COVID, it's very essential to build our immunity for it to not affect us and stuff. So what are the ways to boost our immunity in this situation?
Sure. So now, first, let us know what are the foods important in increasing our immunity. Okay, and what
Okay.
do we require is we require vitamin C and vitamin E rich foods. Okay, vitamin C and vitamin E are antioxidants. Okay, what happens
Okay.
is they help us to destroy the free radicals in our body. Free radicals શું છે કે જે free radicals can cause certain diseases in our body. So what happens is when we eat foods that are rich in vitamin C and vitamin E, which are antioxidants, they help us to destroy these free radicals. Okay.
Okay.
Now, along with this, vitamin C and vitamin E also supports our body in building a natural immune system. Okay, now as we all know that vitamin C rich foods and vitamin E rich foods are. Okay, some of them are red peppers, amla, lemon, oranges, strawberries, broccoli, mango, etc. Along with that, certain other immune boosting foods are turmeric, ginger, garlic, etc. Okay,
Okay.
so we can improvise these foods in our diet so that we can increase our immunity and fight the infection in this COVID time.
Okay, Farida Ben. So, how can we include these stuff in our normal recipes of day-to-day recipes?
Yeah. So now, before how we can include these foodstuffs in our diet by some simple ways, I would like to tell is what is very important before that, like what is a strictly no to strengthen our immune system. Okay, the first thing is not to smoke. Okay, do not, people who are smoking, they should at least do not or quit smoking. Okay, eat a diet which is rich in fruits and vegetables, exercise
Okay.
regularly. Okay, maintain a healthy weight. When you maintain a healthy weight, it's really very important. It really helps in your immune system as well. Okay, very, very important, get a adequate sleep. Okay, and small simple
Okay.
steps are to avoid infection are washing your hands frequently, which we all know the precaution methods that we have to
Yeah,
take
right.
currently. Okay, and foods, like when you're cooking foods like meat, etc., make sure you wash them thoroughly because they are the carriers of many infection, many germs, many microorganisms. So make sure you wash it thoroughly and make sure that they are cooked properly so that in order to avoid such infection. Okay,
Okay.
now along with this, one
You
more tip
you
that we want.
you want to say that we should prefer cooked food over raw food, right?
Yes, yes, that is very important. Cooked
Okay.
food will really help you. Also, here I want to add is many a times people try having raw eggs. Okay, so
Okay.
I never allow them to have, at least boil it for some minute and then have it raw because some people like to have it. They don't like a properly boiled egg, but egg is also a very good carrier of many infections. Okay, and here one more thing I want to add is have a healthy, balanced meal which includes all the food groups. It contains the good complex carbohydrates, protein, fibers, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, rich food, good amount of water. Together, having a healthy, balanced meal help us to fight the infection very well, not just focusing on immunity building foods. Okay, so here the idea is have a proper, healthy, balanced meal. Okay,
Okay.
so now I will come back to your question that you asked me that what are some simple ways, a simple recipes that we can include to increase our immune system is we can try some decoction at home. Decoction decoction is like kava, okay, which really helps us, which helps us a little faster. Yeah, kava. Okay, so apna ma kavo kevaise, which is like you can have a kavo of tea, etc., without milk, or you can add all the herbs to it, or something like that. Okay, so um, here I would add what I would say is 2 to 3 decoction I can tell you, or 2 to 3 simple recipes. Okay, one is you can take 4 glasses of water, for example, in a pan. Okay, you can take 2 or whatever it is, but what the idea is, you have to bring it to boil and make it half the quantity. So here, if we take 4 glasses of water, I would advise adding cinnamon to it, 2 grams of cinnamon, turmeric, ginger, garlic, jaggery, okay, and even tulsi, basil leaves, okay, holy basil, which is called.
But can you put this recipe up somewhere so that we can remember, because it's not easy to just jot down stuff live, right?
Yes, definitely. I'll put it up on my feed. Okay, so here I will just share the idea about this decoction is when we add all of these, I'm just repeating it once again, the cinnamon, ginger, tulsi, pepper, jaggery, turmeric, okay, adding all of these, bringing the water to boil, making it half the quantity, okay, and then draining it into a cup, and then squeezing in lemon juice, okay, lemon to it, that is a rich in vitamin C, okay, so that is how it will help us in fighting this infection. Okay, it is a very good immune boosting decoction. Okay, so the main idea is bring it to boil, make it half the quantity so that all the extraction from these herbs and these food, we get it into the water, and then that way that water helps us. Okay, second is you can just make this decoction only of ginger and haldi, but I would advise people who has acidity to avoid just simple ginger and haldi, because ginger sometimes may cause acidity. Okay, and one more thing is you can try these 2 decoction to improve your immunity. And one more thing is if you can, always people who are have taken diet from me must have, like, they must be remembering, I always give them a bedtime milk. Okay, you can try at least 1 cup of lukewarm milk with 1 teaspoon of haldi. Okay, haldi with lukewarm milk really helps. Okay, haldi is a good immune boosting agent, as well as what does it help with? It gives us sound sleep. Okay, so one thing that we saw is good adequate sleep also helps us in fighting the infection. So this is
correct.
how
actually, sleep is very important. Nowadays, we are up late night and we don't get enough amount of sleep. So I just want to tell you all that we at least need 8 hours of sleep a day.
Yes, a good adequate sound sleep of 8 hours, which is very necessary. Okay, now just before we close down this first topic about immunity, one thing I would always like to tell everyone is about lemon. Okay, lemon is high in vitamin C. So now when we add lemon, make sure you do not add it to whatever food that is cooked when the gas is on. Okay, make sure the food is cooked. Switch off your gas and then add lemon to it, so that you get the vitamin C, which which is necessary from that food. Okay, from lemon also.
Okay.
And you can try including amla, guava, and tomatoes in your diet in the form of salad, etc. That also helps in improving our immunity.
So Farida Ben, can you suggest some of the preventive measures to fight this COVID pandemic?
Sure. Now, what is the prevention is, firstly, first thing is be calm, okay? Prayers and meditation, they play the most important role in prevention, because you really need to be calm and mentally strong for this, okay? You need to keep your lungs healthy. Every one of us know that this COVID, okay, the coronavirus is a virus that affects the lungs. Okay, so you have to make sure that you keep your lungs healthy. Okay, how will you keep your lungs healthy is try doing some breathing exercises, meditation, yoga, make sure you do it in fresh air. Take fresh air early in the morning. Make sure your windows are open. Allow the fresh light, fresh air into the room. If possible, try going outside in the compound around where you have trees or plants, and make sure you get enough oxygen, and try doing some breathing exercises to keep your lungs healthy and clean. Okay. Now, another thing to prevent is avoid all types of cold foods like ice cream, cold drinks, etc. Even the frozen foods, make sure that you avoid them completely. Prefer home cooked foods, which prefer warm foods. Okay. Avoid eating raw vegetables as we discussed just earlier. Now, gargle your gargle every day with salt and lukewarm water. That also helps in sore throat, etc. Okay, you can take steam regularly. Now, also try including foods rich in proteins like nuts. You can have boiled moong, boiled chana. Including a protein-rich food in the diet also helps. You can squeeze lemon on top and have them if you're having boiled moong. You can add
Okay,
tomatoes
chicken
to
is
it.
a good source of protein, so we can have that, right?
Sorry?
Chicken.
Yeah, you can have chicken, but make sure it is thoroughly washed, thoroughly cooked. Okay. Now, on everyday basis, you can have warm water with lemon also. That also helps. Important, take good rest. Okay. Taking a good rest really helps in building your immunity. Taking a good rest is best immunity booster. And last but not the least, be positive for this pandemic. Quarantine yourself. So this is what we can do.
Okay, Farida Ben. Okay, so I want to ask you this question that many of us, either facing weight loss or weight gain. Like we're not able to
Yeah.
manage our weight during this situation, right? So what can we do about that?
Okay. So I would share some simple tips and tricks for weight management as well. Okay. Now, from my experiment, what I know is the clients which I get, majority of them fall into a weight loss diet. Okay. So nowadays, when we see that the world is all about eating junk food, eating out, etc., many of us has gained weight. Okay. A simple way is we will know that our mothers, our ancestors were much thin in our age
That
when
means,
we are.
Rukaiya Ben, we'll answer your question at the end of the live, if that's okay. Yeah, continue.
Okay, so now some simple ways in both weight gain and weight loss. Some easy, simple tips that we can follow are first is eat a healthy, balanced meal. Okay, eat how much you require. Do not starve also, and do not overeat also. Okay, so how do you know what you need to eat and what is the quantity and how much do you require? So you can consult your dietitian, know your portion sizes correctly. Okay, so that is how it will help you in maintaining your weight, managing your weight. Okay, now second thing I want to really focus on is never ever miss on your breakfast. Okay, breakfast should be the healthiest and the heaviest meal of the day, which is very, very important. Okay. Third thing is,
just as we sleep late at night and wake up late
yes,
actually we don't wake up in the morning also. Some of us wake up in the noon.
Yeah, I completely understand, because the lifestyle is what is happening. The lifestyle is changing day by day. But what we need to do is we need to stick to the lifestyle which is healthier, which we were following from past so many years, is sleeping early, getting up early, and making sure we have a good heavy breakfast, never skipping on our breakfast. Okay. So the third point which I wanted to discuss, it already discussed, is that improving your lifestyle. Okay, so that is how we need to really improve our lifestyle. Okay.
Correct.
One
Farida
more
Ben,
thing.
Musaddat is asking, is sheer khurma healthy choice for breakfast?
I would say yes. Okay, but I would not say just shirkuma. You can have 1 cup of shirkuma with good healthy breakfast, including roti with egg or roti with vegetables, and along with that you can have 1 cup of shirkuma also, but just not shirkuma for breakfast. Okay, so now the fourth point we will continue is sleeping is very necessary. Sometimes when we do not get enough sleep, that also leads to weight gain. Okay, so sleeping for 8 hours is really very important and very necessary. Okay, now when we were on our improving our lifestyle, it is very important that we try to have a little bit early dinner. That really helps in managing our weight. Okay, exercise. Exercise also plays a very important role. There are more points that I want to discuss on exercise, which I will discuss in our third topic. Okay.
Okay.
Then is whenever you exercise, make sure you are not on empty stomach. Okay, that also helps in weight management. That also I will discuss in our third topic. Okay. Now, very important, cut back on refined sugar, on added sugars and salt. So make sure whatever packaged food that you're having, make sure you go at the back of it, read the label, read how much is the sugar. Sometimes we feel that, the food doesn't taste so sweet, but the added sugars are quite high. Okay, currently I will just share an example. Uh, I saw that many of us were prescribing Marie biscuit to diabetic patients. Okay, and then suddenly when we saw the label of Marie biscuits, which we find that it's not at all sweet in taste, but when we saw it has a good amount of sugar as well. So that is where it is required that you check on the added sugars and salts whenever you eat. Okay, Mrs. Prerna, there is a question here from Mrs. Prerna. Good snacking option. I'll come back to that, Mrs. Prerna, at the end of our live. That's okay. Hmm? Okay, so I'll just continue and cut back. I'll come back to that after our live, at the end of our live. Okay, now also last few points in weight management is go for complex carbs. Okay.
Someone is asking, how is Modi able to sleep for 4 hours and still remain fresh? Well, that's not a question right now. You can go and check on his page and ask him there.
Okay, now try including complex carbs in your diet. Okay, very, very important in weight management. Simple tip and trick that I want to tell you is do not do not fall for any fad diets or keto diets. Okay, what happens is when you Google it or you see that, certain diet will help you in good weight loss. It gives you a good weight loss goal. Like in a week, you can, have a good 5 kg loss or 6 kg loss, but that is really, really not good for your body. Okay, make sure you go for a healthy, balanced diet, because by the end of that, after following a diet which gives you a very fast results, what will happen is you will fall off, you will feel dizzy. Okay, it will be a yo-yo effect. You may see the weight loss, but then after a certain period of time, you will gain that weight back, and there will be many deficiencies in your body that you will face after following those diets which give you a good quick weight loss. Okay, now
Correct.
last 2 3 points I want to discuss is very, very important. Control your portion sizes. Okay, eat mindfully, chew your food well. Okay, and stay positive. There are times when in a weight loss diet you may see that you are following, but what is happening is you are not seeing the results. Okay, so make sure you're positive. Make sure you follow everything generally. You may will see the result. Okay, so always be positive. So here is what the points that we have discussed for our weight management.
Okay. Do this and then we'll go to the ask
Okay,
the
the
experts.
last part of
Okay.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, someone has asked, what about women who eat raw eggs during pregnancy? As you said, you don't have to eat raw eggs.
Okay, I would never, never, ever suggest to eat raw eggs. Okay, if you're having raw or you're making it in a form of egg flip or something like that, okay, what I would suggest is at least for few minutes you boil the egg. in the water. Okay, remove it after at least few seconds or few minutes. The egg will not boil completely. Okay, so I would suggest boiling for at least some time is very necessary, because eggs are contaminated with lots and lots of microorganisms. So I would suggest boiling it at least for few minutes.
Yeah, actually, my mother used to give me this kind of egg when I was small. She used to
In
call
the
it
form
ice
of egg.
cream.
What would she call?
Ice cream. You just remove the top of the egg and then you eat it with the spoon.
Acha, okay. Even I have had that, but since I had the knowledge of boiling it, I make sure that it is boiled for at least few minutes, so that the microorganisms are,
Yeah,
there.
actually, it boils for a few minutes. So you just remove the top. It is boiled. Only the white portion of it is, only the slight white portion of it is boiled. Otherwise, inside it's
Boiled.
raw only.
And then that is, yeah. And then when again you whisk it or something, it becomes a liquid only.
Yeah.
So it is not boiled
Yeah, correct.
completely. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So someone has asked, what are the good snacking options?
Yeah. I remember Mrs. Prerna had asked that. Good snacking options are makhana. Okay, you can roast makhana and little bit of haldi nowadays, so that you get, turmeric, as we said, good immune boosting food. So you can roast makhana and little bit of ghee and turmeric. You can have that for snack. Chana, roasted chana is a good form of snacking option. Then you can have boiled moong, boiled chana. Okay, those are also a good snacking option in the evening. Okay, sometimes when you feel like having a chat, what you can do is you can boil, when you have this boiled chana and boiled moong, you can add some cucumbers, tomatoes, coriander leaves and everything, lemon juice to it, and then you can have it like a chaat. That is also a good snacking option. So these are the snacking options you can go for. Okay, sometimes you can go for a fruit yogurt. Okay, so that you have a good amount of protein in your diet. Fruit yogurt is also a good snacking option too.
Okay. Okay. So we
And
have one more question. Yeah.
nuts are also a good snacking option, but make sure nuts are good proteins and healthy fats. But make sure, as far as your weight management is concerned, portion control is very important while having nuts.
Okay. Also, someone has asked, I have thyroid and I want to lose weight. Please suggest some.
Okay, so see, for thyroid, I would need to check your parameters as well. Okay, it's hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. And for thyroid, we have a thyroid diet also specific, and weight management also becomes an integral part of managing thyroid. Okay, so I would suggest that the entire day's diet is very important to follow with thyroid. Okay, I cannot suggest you just few simple 2-3 things with thyroid. I would say that following a good balanced diet, a good thyroid diet, in fact, is very important. So you can leave me a message and I will get back to you.
Okay, Farida Ben. There is one more question. Okay, someone had asked, but isn't it recommended to exercise empty stomach? But you have already answered that question, right?
Yeah, I have answered that question, and Maria Bain has already said that certain form of pranayam yoga, that is fine to do it empty stomach. Okay, so then we will be saving our live also on our IGTV, so you can refer there.
Okay, so Farida Ben, someone has asked a very important question. It says that what is the food other than veggies and grains? As you know, children nowadays eat chips instead of food.
So yeah, I would suggest. Sorry, Maria Bain, can you repeat the question once again?
So nowadays children tend to eat chips instead of food. So what can you suggest?
Okay.
That question is by the way asked by my father, no one else.
Yeah, I found it out. Okay. So I would really suggest that, we make sure that is a habit. Okay. Because vegetables and grains food is very important. Okay. Chips in moderation is fine, unless and until you're not overweight. Okay, but having vegetable and other grain foods is very important. Now, instead of chips, the healthier options for chips you can include are nowadays we get oats biscuits, yeah, ragi chips, or something like that. So whenever you have a craving for having something like junk, like chips, etc., you can go for ragi chips or whole wheat
Nachni
flour
for
made
that one,
biscuits.
right?
Yeah, nachni. Ragi is called nachni also. So that way
Okay.
also you can do that.
Okay, there is one more question. Is it okay to boil for just few seconds and our kids drink it? I think it's for
It's about
egg. Egg.
egg. Yeah. So not few seconds, few minutes, I would say. Okay. So that it is the as I repeatedly said that the microorganisms are completely killed. So at least for few minutes, at least for few minutes, I would say.
Suggest some food drinks to consume in acidity.
Food drinks, I would say for acidity is you can have a cup of cold milk. Okay, not completely 1 cup. You can take half cup of cold milk and half cup of water, and you can drink that. That will really help you with acidity. Nowadays, I have tried this also. The Mala's rose syrup that we got. Apne je malu to FMB Masi Mola taraf se. So what we can do is adding that gives also a cooling effect to your body. Okay, and one more thing is whenever you have this milk and water both in half of quantity, you can add this rose syrup and you can add sabja seeds. Sabja seeds is what we say in Gujarati or our language we can say is sabja ne tukmuria.
Yeah, I
Tukmuria.
don't know.
Huh. The tukmuria also you can add it to that water. So having a water with tukmuria or sabja seeds really has a cooling effect to your body. So that helps with acidity.
Also, I would like to add that there is a pranayam called Sheetli. You can try that. You can. What you have to do is just close your teeth and inhale from your mouth, then hold and then exhale from your nose. You can try it right now. Also, you'll know that it's entirely cooling your system. Just try it, Farida Ben.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I'll try that one. That's really true. So we are on our last topic for this live. So what is important is why it is necessary to ask your expert. Okay. See, nowadays it is very easy for us to just Google it or to just find it on the YouTube, because each and other person can put a video on YouTube or Google.
Correct.
Okay. Now, very important. It is to ask an expert is, for example, I'll just explain this, giving some few examples. One thing is what suits one person may not suit another. Okay. For example, just to share about weight loss, for example, I just Google it. I want to have a good weight loss. I just Google it that how to have a good weight loss for a week, in a week. Okay, how to lose 5 kgs in a week to get a faster result. Okay, now what will happen is Google and YouTube will show you many informations, many foods that will help you with weight loss, etc., etc. But what is important is to know between the lines. Okay, they have shown you the foods that will help you in weight loss. They have shown you certain diet, the keto diet, the fat, any kind of fat diet that you can follow, and you can have a good quick weight loss. Now what will happen is you have Googled this information and you have followed it. Okay, what will happen is by the end of the week, for example, a diet which tells you today you just have only fruits, today you just have only soups, today you just have only vegetables. Okay, which is a complete no from my side. Now, what will happen is by the end of the day also, and by the end of the week, you may see the results, but you will feel so dizzy. You will have headaches. You will have so many other problems along with it, because you're not eating well. You're following a fat diet just to have a good weight loss. Okay, so what will happen is by the end of the week or by the end of 15 days, what will happen is you may see that weight loss on your scale. You have lost weight very fast, but when you feel dizzy or you have collapsed or something, when you go for your doctor will tell you to go for some medical reports, etc., etc., you will find that you will be deficient in so many other micronutrients like calcium, iron, etc. Okay, so now the main idea is just do not Google it, because it may show you the result, but it may not suit you. Okay, so that is the reason it is very important. Yeah, that is the reason you should ask your expert. For example, you can ask a dietitian, because having a good, healthy, balanced diet, you can have a good, healthy weight loss. Okay, do not go for quick fixes, yeah, quick results. Okay, ask an expert.
Are you having any kind of sale? Off or something on your diet plans?
Okay, so I would go off for at least 10% for all the people who have joined live and who will be coming to me after this live. So I may give them 10% off on my diet plans.
Okay, Farida. Okay, so also we had few questions when we had put this on a story. So I would want you to answer that as well. Someone had asked about PCOD. What can be done when you have PCOD? What are the foods that we consume?
So what about PCOD? Now for PCOD, a good lifestyle is very important, along with a good, healthy, balanced diet. Now for PCOD, there are 3 to 4 factors which go hand in hand. Is medicines. Okay, if you have PCOD, you consult your gynecologist. Very important. You take medicines for that. Okay, following medicines regularly, along with good, healthy, balanced diet. Okay, with exercise and a good, healthy lifestyle, all of that will help you in PCOS.
Okay. Also, Farida Bain, as you know that in our community, many women are anemic. So, what are the foods that we consume to increase our hemoglobin level?
Okay, so certain foods that you can include dates. Okay, dates also, I would say dried dates, khare. You can soak it overnight and have it in the morning. Okay, along with it, its absorption is very important. Okay, again, I would like to add this point: why to ask an expert. Okay, so when you have the Google may show you that these are the foods rich in iron to increase your hemoglobin, but it is very important that they are absorbed in your body correctly. Okay, so as I told you, dried dates soaked overnight will help you increasing your hemoglobin. So along with that, you can have a lukewarm water with lemon to it. So vitamin C helps in absorption of iron. So that will help you. Try including more of leafy vegetables. Okay, then you can include flax seeds. Just not flax seeds, roast them well. Roasted flax seeds are very important. You can try include pomegranate, jaggery in your meals. That will also help you in increasing your hemoglobin levels.
Okay, someone has asked, what about infants to boost their immunity?
For infants, try giving them more of vitamin C rich foods. Try giving them tomatoes. Try giving them mangoes nowadays. Okay, in any form. You can give them mangoes in any form, whichever form they like. Okay, whatever dish that you prepare, make sure you squeeze lemon to it.